Not a good day in terms of the headline. The number of jobs are to go. Is this the start of a bigger restructuring, given the monumental reappraisal of green energy in the world? Is this the start of a bigger restructure? Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you very much for having me. It is one of the steps we announced last September in terms of the implementation of really our transformation program. And as we announced end of last year that we also want to exit coal, and there's obviously a consequence to it. And we do see the shifts, obviously, also in the natural gas market. However, that said, I also want to clearly underline, we do these measures because we do believe that, for example, in natural gas, we see obviously a midterm future in terms of an interim technology, what we're going to need for the electricity market. And because we want to do that, we need to be profitable. And unfortunately, in the current situation, because of the changes in the energy market, we have areas where we do not earn money today. And obviously, we need this financial strength to invest into new technologies, to really drive the transformation. This is what we want to do. And at the end, obviously, we want to provide safe jobs for our people. And the unfortunate side and the challenge we obviously now have to keep these both things in balance at the same time. So investing into new things, getting profitable in declining markets, and obviously coping with our exit from coal. But I strongly believe that we're putting together a company which can really shape the future of the energy market. And the good thing with electricity is obviously it is at the end a growing market, but it will require different technologies, different approaches in different regions of the world. And this is why we do need to tackle it now.
Christian, given emission cuts will accelerate, given the fact that renewable energy is so much cheaper now, is these 7,800 job cuts enough, though, or will you have to cut deeper?
From all what we see now, the program has been worked out very thoroughly, and I'm confident that it gives us really all the levers to drive the energy market. And in this regard, this is what we aspire at the moment, and this is how we implement it. And as you said, I mean, we're looking until 2025 with really everything what we know. And this is our plans at the moment, and there is no additional plans at the moment on top of it on the moment.
OK, let's talk about the transition of the business. You've got Gamesa and you've got Siemens Energy. Can you guide the market when you will roll over and produce more energy from renewables than fossil fuels? Is that date going to be brought forward given what's going on in the world?
If you look on us today, we have roughly 50% between Siemens, Gamesa and transmission technologies from our revenue, which I would clarify as sustainable. And we have roughly 50% in technologies, either industrial technologies or gas turbines and what we would call conventional. And this is now gradually shifting. We are also developing technologies, for example, to provide green hydrogen to gas turbines to make them sustainable in terms of operation. And this is coming year after year after year. It will depend a lot on the boundary conditions in the energy and electricity market. At the end, the question is what we as a society want to pay for. Is it, and this will drive or determine the speed. But as I said, already today we have 50% of our revenue in sustainable areas, and we continue to drive this upwards. And this is why we're doing also this measure today.
Christian, as you know, General Electric has accused your company of stealing trade secrets for gas turbines. Are you preparing to settle?
Well, I can confirm that we have a claim from our competitor against us on trade secrets. We received the claim only last Friday, also to be clear. And I also would like to underline that it has been Siemens Energy's compliance system which discovered the case last year. We did a thorough investigation, including external experts, and then informed the customer as well as our competitors last year. And now we are looking into the claim which we just received, and then we will obviously decide on our actions. But it's too early now to give more details.
OK, as those details come, please come back and discuss them with us. To the bigger picture for the next 4 years, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden ran on a ticket of $7 trillion for green energy. Europe is at 500 billion. This differential, how will that play out for your business?
Well, it is something where obviously we do see a lot of opportunities in certain areas like renewables, like the infrastructure as such. And this is what we're trying to grasp. And obviously, we want to be in both areas being present. We will obviously have a stronghold in the US, we have a stronghold in Europe, and we want to be close to our customers and local. And at the end, I'm convinced that we can really tap into these type of opportunities to grow the company going forward.